quick little disclaimer, I recorded this video yesterday, so if I speak in the present tense, which I'm going to, just know that I'm talking about June 18th, 2021. Alright, thank you. Enjoy the video. Luca is amazing. No, not that one. He's amazing too, but I'm talking about Pixar's newest feature film that just hit Disney Plus this morning. I was absolutely enthralled with this movie and even pleasantly surprised with it as well. This review may or may not contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet, click away, go watch it, and come back afterwards. But to start, I want to talk about how Pixar is continually evolving in their animation. I feel like I say this every time I watch their newest film, but the animation is just incredible. And really, not even just Pixar, but the animation industry as a whole. I mean, you got Sony out here making stuff like the Spider-Verse and the Mitchells vs. the Machines, which I'm meaning to talk about soon, but for now we'll put a pin in that conversation. But anyways, the visual aesthetic of this film is so unique and really complements the artistic style presented in the film. The character designs to the landscapes, I mean, I literally said this movie looks real pretty at least 4 times while watching it. And though it utilizes computer animation, I could just as easily see it working with a 2D/traditional style. It's that versatile. The colors are so vibrant, and I really feel like I was taken to this small Italian town because of how inviting the animation is. Now, as for the meat of the film, the story. It was simplistic, but that's what makes it so amazing. It isn't trying to tell us some grand, bigger than life story, but a relatively simple one that is extremely relatable and enjoyable for many. For a while, I assumed it would be a weaker rehash of other Disney and Pixar films like The Little Mermaid, Monsters Inc., Zootopia, but it wasn't. Sure, it has elements of those films like the deconstruction of implicit bias against people who are different, but that was a minor part of the film that kind of just comes naturally with a premise like this. The real focus of the movie and story was on friendship and the relationship between our main characters Luca, Alberto, and Giulia. While watching these relationships unfold, I just thought about and remembered all the memories I had with some of my best friends when we were younger. Bike rides, swimming, or just going on a fun adventure in the woods. This movie really captured the authenticity of childhood and friendships, and that quickly became emblematic of those things. It has so much heart and emotion, and I mean, I'm not gonna hold y'all, I teared up a little bit at the end, and throughout, it just presents a natural representation of what having friends really means in every sense of the word, good or bad. And as of right now, I probably have the Mitchells vs. the Machines as my pick to win the best animated feature for 2021, but Luca is not far behind it. Common complaints I'm anticipating for this movie are things like, oh, it's just a worse version of better movies like I mentioned earlier, or it's just very conventional, which once again, no. It stands alone as its own unique movie, even if it does use certain elements of other films. It's simple and straightforward, yet so charming and heartwarming. Again, not every film has to have this groundbreaking story with different unique concepts like Soul or Inside Out to be good. A regular fish out of water story is just fine and worked amazing with what it was given. So before you go watch a bigger YouTuber review this film and tell you, oh, it's not saying much, please go watch it for yourself and just enjoy the simplicity and charm of it all. I'm not saying you have to like it, but please see it for yourself. Next, I want to go over some of the intangibles. The dialogue and overall script I thought was very well written. It doesn't feel like it's ever talking down to the audience, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it goes above and beyond to make jokes that only adults will understand. I love the score, which was composed by a guy named Dan Romer. I don't know much about him, but this score was beautiful, and I even find myself humming it right after I watched the movie, which was only like an hour ago. And of course, in his featured directorial debut, Enrico Casarosa killed it. You can tell from interviews and just the movie itself that this was a passion project for the dude. And it's just so great to see that when things like this are put to screen, they come out so great, in my opinion. Like I said in my Soul review, after a decade consisting of mostly subpar to below average sequels, Pixar is heading in the right directions when it comes to their feature films. I've said before that Pixar had their own super team in a big 5 of creators with Pete Docter, Brad Bird, Andrew Stanton, Lee Unkrich, and John Lasseter, who is not there anymore for reasons. But if Luca is a sign of his talent and potential, I can see Enrico joining that roster and helping continue the legacy. And who knows, maybe a young aspiring feature animation writer by the name of Dre will join that team one day too.
Epilogue.
Yeah, Luca was a really good movie, and I'm excited for what it possibly means for the future of this company. Like I said in the video, after about a decade of movies that just were subpar, not good, there was a few standouts that were really good, but most of them are just subpar sequels or even just, just not good movies. It looks like they're back on track with this, so I'm excited for Turning Red that's coming out in next year, and I think the Buzz Lightyear movie's coming out next year too, so yeah, it should be good from here with the people in charge. But anyway, Hope you enjoyed the video. I have a Raya and the Last Dragon review you can check out if you want to. It should be right here popping up. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.